Hey, what is up, guys? We're back. We got a brand new video. It's from TVP World. We watched some of their stuff a while back. It's a Polish news station or channel. I believe they show the clip of that Ukrainian soldier getting shot twice in the helmet in this episode of the TVP World newscast or whatever. And they usually have a couple other highlights as well as just Ukrainian news, so it's cool to watch. A couple things, I won't make it too long. If you're on your way out to Ukraine, you've been considering coming to Ukraine, you didn't know what unit to join, you were scared to join a shit unit, come hit us up in Azov, specifically Azov International Battalion. We are just another battalion within the Azov Brigade. This is not some like separate, detached unit that doesn't communicate or has no support from the Azov Brigade. It is completely integrated into the entire brigade. So a couple of things that I get asked most often: do you need military experience? No, you do not. All new recruits will be put through Azov basic training. Okay, if you want more info on that, hit me up in my email, or I'll also link our website down below so you can just go to that. You don't need military experience. No, we do not pay for your travel out here to Ukraine. You got to pay for that. And will you see combat? Fuck yeah, you will. So that's it. My name's Saxon. I go by Vegas here in Ukraine. I was in the International Legion. I joined in January of 2023. I'm still in Ukraine. I'm no longer in the Legion. Like I said, I'm with Azov. So feel free to hit me up. Let's watch this. Let's see some crazy combat clips.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is TVP World. You're watching another edition of Military Mind, bringing you news from the front lines. I'm your host, Benjamin Lee. Moscow's war in Ukraine shows no signs of slowing, with Russian forces launching over 100 drones across the country overnight. In April, 3 residential buildings were damaged in the attacks, and regional officials reported that a fire broke out in one of the buildings, but was quickly extinguished. Fortunately, no casualties have been reported so far. Drones also struck the Ivano-Frankivsk region, with local authorities reporting that critical infrastructure facilities were the supposed target. The extent of the damage remains unknown, but emergency services are saying that there are no...
They have cool images on this news station. Also, you can see here, this is a good representation of the amount of territory that Russia is currently occupying of Ukraine. So that darker like maroon color on the far side of the screen is Russia proper, right? The blue is obviously Ukraine, and that bright red is Ukrainian territory that's occupied by Russia. It's a much smaller portion of Ukraine than a lot of people realize. I think Ukraine's a big ass country. So I saw the other day in the comments there, some Russian fucking douchebag troll said something about stop supporting Ukraine. They've already lost 50% of their country or something like that.
Fatalities. Moving to the front line, the US-based Institute for the Study of War highlighted that the Russian Ministry of Defense is paying an unusually high amount of attention to capturing Velika Novoselka, a small town in the west of the Donetsk region, which may indicate that the Russian Federation wants to shape the West's perception of the situation on the battlefield and weaken international support for Ukraine in this way. Now, in addition, the capturing of Velika Novoselka and the redeployment of Moscow's units will indicate the direction of the Russian offensive in the spring and summer. Analysts note that Russian advances in the west of the Donetsk region continue to be gradual and much slower than the expected pace for modern mechanized warfare. Russian forces continue to face logistical challenges, including difficulties crossing rivers, which could complicate any significant advances in the region. Questions also linger as to how much combat power Russian forces have left after months of continuous fighting. Now, moving on to the Middle East. The U.S. presidential administration has announced that the ceasefire agreement between Israel and Lebanon will be extended through February 18. The statement noted that the authorities of Lebanon, Israel, and the United States plan to begin negotiations on the return of Lebanese prisoners captured after October 7th of 2023. The agreement, originally reached in November 2024, called for Israel to withdraw its troops from southern Lebanon by January 26. Now, 2 days before that deadline, on January 24th, the Israeli government announced that it would keep troops delayed Lebanon on the authorities. Archival footage from 2024, capturing an intense moment during a Ukrainian assault in Krasnohorivka in the Donetsk region. See a soldier from the 3rd Separate Assault Brigade throwing a grenade and then Russian infantry returning fire from a concealed position.
3rd Separate Assault Brigade, 3AB. That's it.
Several bullets struck his helmet, including one that hits his action camera. Miraculously, the helmet absorbed the impact, saving his life. Now, the 3rd Separate Assault Brigade, known for its resilience, is fitted with state-of-the-art gear to handle high-risk operations like these. Their quick reactions and teamwork often turn dire situation into triumph. So, let's take a look.
Обходить с левой стороны?
Справа.
Справа, хорошо. Но перед обходом туда,
Туда?
гранату закидываем. Держи. Просто гранатку на всякий, профилактическую.
За Рейнара.
Рейнара?
Рейнара.
А,
Блядь, не в ту сторону. Я извиняюсь.
Рейнар простит. Ну, хоть
Ой, за Рейнара, за Купера.
за Купера, да.
Так, Цинкович?
Иду! Сука! Кто там, пидоры? Дым, прикрытие!
На, мою колуху, мою!
Да, блядь, тупо. Такой... Ты видел, кто стрелял?
Пидоры!
Пидоры? Сука, надо откатиться. Откатиться. Откатись.
Отходи за меня. Не знаю, так?
Да. Сейчас. Сейчас, блядь.
Держи потуго.
Хорошо. Сейчас, подожди. Держу. Ебать ты везучий, черт.
В проку попало.
Похуй.
Граната.
Ебать.
Now let's step into...
Okay, hold up, dude. We gotta unpack this shit. Good God. Okay, so... I mean, first thing I noticed, right, is...
За Рейнара.
If they were firing from this position before, walking out casually out into this area probably wasn't the best idea, but we don't know what was happening prior to this. Maybe they were not fighting from this position. Maybe they thought it was very safe. Maybe they had no contact with Russians up until this point. So, let's give them the benefit of the doubt.
Рейнара?
Рейнара.
Рейнар простит. Ну, хоть.
So right there, he pulls the pin right there. And now he's just holding... I'm assuming he's just holding the spoon, right?
За Рейнара, за Купера.
За Купера, да.
So he's out. Looks like he's past this wall. He's probably in visual of these Russians right now, in line of sight. He keeps turning back and forth.
Цинкович?
That first shot straight off his fucking helmet, dude. I think it actually, both of them are right there. So the one pops off the top of his head, he ducks down, it hits again. That's so crazy. Oh, wait, no. He gets hit again right here. Right there. So the first one's right at the beginning, right? Boom. That looks like the first shot they took. Glance off the helmet, and then as he's falling back, it hits him again in the side of the helmet, it looks like. Like right here. Right there somewhere.
Сука!
He probably thought he was dead. He's probably laying there like, am I dead right now?
Сука!
And then they move him, right? His buddy's like kind of pulling him, but also he's kind of like coming to. And it looks like they fire into the wall right here. Right there.
Кто там, пидоры?
So a couple things. The fact that he did not drop that grenade when he got shot twice in the fucking head is pretty incredible. Especially because it looked like when he went down, he may have like blacked out or something for a minute because he wasn't moving at all. So that's crazy. Yeah, look, they are. It looks like they're firing right there at the corner of the wall, unless there's another Ukrainian we can't see shooting there.
Дым, прикрытие!
So we've seen people in different videos, and you learn about it, especially being here in Ukraine. When people get hit in the helmet, oftentimes it'll ring their bell so bad that they get a traumatic brain injury. Even if it doesn't penetrate the helmet, right? They'll get a TBI, or it'll just knock them straight unconscious. The fact that he just wore 2 of those with what I can only imagine is an AK variant, right? It's got to be 5.45 round, or 5.45 by 39 or 7.62 by 39, which are both nasty rounds. They're both rifle rounds, obviously. The fact that he didn't get knocked out and drop that grenade, he didn't, get hit and go loopy and drop the grenade. I don't know, man. That's pretty crazy. That's incredible.
На, моя колуха, мою.
Да, блядь, супер. Это хуй. Ты видел, кто стрелял?
Пидоры.
Пидоры?
And pidare, it does not mean Russians. I mean, it's a nickname for Russians, but if you have a minute, Google what that term means.
Сука, надо откатиться. Откатиться. Откатись.
Отходи за меня. Не знаю, как?
Да. Сейчас.
Also, this dude's still fighting, right? That's nuts. Like, not only that he's physically capable to continue fighting, but that he's not scared shitless that he was probably millimeters away from dying.
Сейчас, блядь. Хорошо. Сейчас, подожди.
And he's holding his position. He's not even retreating.
Держу. Ебать ты везучий, черт.
В упруку попала.
Похуй.
Граната.
Ебать.
Now let's step into the intense
That's top 3, if not top 2, craziest shit I've seen in Ukraine in this war.
operations of Ukraine's 73rd Special Operations Center as they conduct raids, ambushes, and precise strikes against Russian forces in the Kursk region. This video captured their daring missions, neutralizing Russian personnel, sabotaging equipment, and flawlessly clearing hostile areas. The 73rd Special Operations Center specializes in amphibious and unconventional warfare, utilizing advanced tactics honed over the years of training. Their ability to adapt and maximize every resource has earned them a reputation as one of Ukraine's most formidable units. Let's watch.
So I've never heard of this unit. That doesn't mean they're not really solid. You know, there's just a lot of units in Ukraine. But their emblem over there of the shark with the M4 reminds me of, for any of my Warhammer fans, I believe they were called the Carcharodons. Carcharodons. It's I believe it's actually a Space Marine chapter from Warhammer 30K. But anyways, I just nerding out right there. Let me know if you in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. Carcharodons, I think. Dude, those are all bodies right there. Jesus, they're everywhere. They're even behind the shark emblem.
In this powerful clip coming up, soldiers of the 2nd Air Assault Battalion, part of Ukraine's elite 82nd Air Assault Brigade, successfully neutralized Russian Marines from the 155th Separate Brigade of the Pacific Fleet. Known for their brutality, these Marines have been implicated in the killings of Ukrainian prisoners of war. The 82nd Air Assault Brigade is equipped with advanced Western arms, including Challenger 2 tanks, making it one of the most modernized units in Ukraine's armed forces. Their precision and commitment have turned the tide in several key battles.
Морпіхи прийняли бойове Кащеніця від десантників 82-ї бригади.
До 55-та бригада морської піхоти. Ви, ребята, получили нормальний бой от 82-ї.
And with that footage, we conclude this edition of...
So I don't know exactly what those other two clips were, or those two clips of those two units. I don't know who those units are, but they're obviously solid. I mean, they're... We've heard kind of back and forth about the Russian Marines. Some of them were said to be pretty solid infantry soldiers. Others were, they're shit, they're trash. They're steps above the zombie units that push the front. But either way, cool footage, man. I really wanted to watch this one for the to see that clip of the dude getting shot in the head twice. That's the craziest shit I've ever seen. Anyways, if you're coming to Ukraine, you're looking for a good unit to join, hit us up at Azov International Battalion. Link in the description below is my email if you have any questions. Also, the website is linked below where you have the direct, you could apply directly on the website. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.